Hi, this is Wayne from inventoryschools.com. Welcome to Inventory Management Training in 3 Minutes series on the specific topic of inventory measure conflicts. From a previous video we talked about inventory measures, and I introduced you to the seven must-know inventory measures. Now, in setting these up in an organisation, you've got to be very careful that you don't get conflict between different departments. Let me explain why. What we'd like to see is teamwork in an organisation where everybody in the organisation, the finance, manufacturing, operations, are all singing from the same hymn sheet. They are working in the same direction. They're focusing on the important things in the organisation, trying to make it more and more profitable. But conflict's often found, between individuals, between departments. But why? Well, a lot of the time it's just conflicting performance measures, in particular the inventory management performance measures. Let me explain why. Let's have a look at a marketing manager. The typical marketing managers focus on the customer, they focus on building sales, and they often are the white knight. They come in at the last moment to solve the customer's problems at any cost. The finance manager, responsible for the legal requirements of the organisation, doing the numbers, looking at costing, looking at the inventory side. They're often focused on the dollar investments, the assets that they've got, and of course one of the major assets in any organisation is inventory, so they're very focused on inventory. The operations manager is unfortunately quite often the person in the middle. They've got two conflicting goals. They have the financial manager with specific inventory goals, they got the marketing manager with specific inventory goals, and they're sometimes fighting a losing battle. They win sometimes and they lose others. So there must be something we can do. So let's see why this happens. Well, if you start here, I'll start with the marketing manager and the operations manager and the finance manager, and we'll put down what their traditional objectives are. So obviously marketing is to increase revenue, satisfy customers, and as a result of trying to achieve those two, they're often an agenda to increase inventory so that they never run out of things. Operations is always focused on reducing the manufacturing cost of the operation, and in some cases trying to focus on that. They like to have more inventory so that they can be more efficient and less stoppages, everything in their manufacturing organisation, less shortages, less fast freight, etc. In finance, they obviously want to increase the profit and the cash flow in the organisation, and very often a very, very heavy focus on reducing inventory because there's a lot of money tied up in inventory. Now, if we looked at the three three measures of customer service, production and efficiency, and inventory investment, let's look at it from a marketing manager's perspective. They want to increase customer service, the arrow indicating the direction, so there's an increase, that's fine. They also possibly want an increase in inventory investment, even though they might not say it, but they're just saying we don't want to run out of things, so there's an increase there expected. And because they like to be the white knight and come in with their shining armour, they want to satisfy the customer at all times, that sometimes that can have a detrimental effect on production efficiency. So the production efficiency can be driven down by those marketing goals. Operations people, well, obviously production efficiency is their number one goal, hence the big arrow pointing up. They want to increase their efficiency. To help them do that, they probably want increased investment in inventory so they don't run out of things. And as a result of these two, they may or may not increase customer service. And we can debate about that one, or the direction of that arrow. But it can have, if production want to do longer runs so they can be more efficient, there may be shortages of some product and therefore customer service is affected. From a finance perspective, they want to drive down inventory because they see the dollars, and that's their number one goal. Production efficiency, they want to see that increase, and of course they want to see customer service increase. Now what's the kind of result? Conflicting measures, isn't it? Look at them. Look at the direction of the arrows. Now let's particularly look at inventory investment. Finance want to drive it down. Operations would really like to drive it up so that they can run more efficiently. And the marketing people want to really not run out of anything, so they want to have a decent inventory cover as well. So there's conflicting goals and measures when it comes to inventory, and also some conflicting on customer service and production efficiency. What does that lead to? Well, obviously, when you've got mixed messages, there's individual conflict. That's the problem. The only solution you've really got is when you're setting up inventory measures in your organisation, you need teamwork. You need people focusing and singing from the same hymn sheet. You need them working together for the same goals. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing. We want good customer service at an effective price. And therefore, sometimes they have to be negotiated. So finally, if you'd like to know more about this topic, like to know more about some of the other key inventory skills that will help you set up those key measures, please visit us at inventoryschools.com. And remember, with new skills, you'll stand out.